Greetings, YouTubers. We're in Tennessee today. It's been a big week, man, I tell you. We drove a lot for the month of March and made it home. I actually got to be home for, a little bit Friday, and then took off for the Sabbath. And then, I started working about 3 o'clock. I slept in and finally got some rest. And then about 3 a.m., I got up. I started working around the house. And I mean, it would take too much to list all of it. We sat down and wrote it up. If I hired somebody, it was about $3,800 worth of work. I mean, tree trimming, fixed a lawnmower, cut up a tree, fixed a fence, fixed the roof, fixed the attic steps, put a new vent in a different roof, washed and detailed 3 cars. What else did I do? Oh, worked on the fence. Fixed the rabbit cage, cleaned the house, did all the laundry in the whole entire house, even the blankets. I mean, I even got a shirt. I even got a shirt that looks like I'm somebody today. So see, I'm somebody today. Hi, I'm somebody. I have a shirt with a collar. Nature looks a lot better. With a face like this, you gotta have a sense of humor, right? Anyways, let's see if we can get a little closer to that house. That's a pretty cool house down there. See, I mean, they got the feed barn going on and everything. They probably work a lot harder than I do. More than likely. But we're here, and there is the Tennessean. Anyway, so 3 a.m. till about midnight, and then I got up at 5 and worked. I was gonna go to work, and then man, we lost the keys to the car, and then the septic deal. I had to do the septic, and the bolt broke off in it. And then I told Tracy, I said, "Have you get somebody else to work on this thing?" You know, she's like, "I didn't have nobody else." Where she thought I was accused her or something. She got mad, and then but I wasn't. But like I didn't handle it very good at all. So I need prayer real bad, because I'm a jerk, man, bad. When I just need more patience. I need this kind of gentle side to really come through, because it's difficult. Anyway, so we got the garage sorted so we can actually park the cars in out of the hailstorms, because it's that time of year. And then they're like, "Yeah, be at work at, do this stuff." And then they change the load. So I bought like a new weed eater and weed eated like 4 acres. And then, yeah, just ridiculous. Like I spent a bunch of money, and then like I transferred another 200, and then there's like $1,047 pending on one of the cards. Just getting everything together, getting the apartment sorted, and I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, I just went and got a weed eater, some bar and chain oil, a T-handle, and the broke off bolt, and man, it was like $350. And then some of it was tithe money too, though, because some of it was tithe. So I can't say I spent it all, but and then I lost the key to this truck, to this big truck. So then I'm just like, wow, isn't this nice? Oh, and I was trying to coordinate to go help with the tornadoes, and I mean, just roadblock after roadblock. And I'm looking at the weather, like the truck broke down on me and stuff, and then the load, and yeah, it was something else. And then I try to get on their Amazon wish list, and it just keeps loading, and it won't do nothing. And I finally got through. It took like 5 days to get approved to go, and then I was going to make it home and go. I was coming back down, and where I ran out of time and stopped. I was 30 minutes from where they was at, and they wouldn't let me go over there and work for a couple days. They're like, "Well, just go ahead and deliver the load, and then you can go back up there." And then by the time I was going back up there, I would have got there Friday. Well, I got home Thursday night about dark. So if I'd have drove 8 hours to Mississippi and then try to work, like moving brush, I was like, man, I'm gonna be more trouble than I'm worth. So I tried to, and I seen where they were having equipment issues. So I was just going to rent some equipment, and I found a good deal, great big grapple skid steer for $400 a day, and then it was like $300 to drop it off and $300 to pick it up. So I thought, well, some equipment would probably get more done than me being over there all tired and lazy. And 2 hours of sleep after trucking for 30 days straight or whatever. I think I drove for 29 days straight, 16,000 miles, and then just gonna jump out and be a lumberjack, right? Anyway, so just did. I mean, and then I tried to get back on the website to take my name off of the register thing. Couldn't even do that. Finally, I just told them, I'm like, hey, I guess I'm worthless. Like, there's nothing I can do to help you guys or whatever. And that lady was like, she sent a message back. She's like, calm down. You're probably just not supposed to come over here or whatever. Well, then when I got home, I come to find out, like I've been home for like 2 days. It's like, oh, by the way, the vent blowed off the house. What? And there's like another hole that I had to fix. And then 2 days later, it's in the evening time. I'm like, well, let's just pick up sticks in the yard or whatever. And I'd made a couple laps with the lawnmower, got it all sorted, and cleaned the spark plug and stuff, and got everything all gassed up. I spent $275 putting gas in all the equipment. $275 just to fill up every car with gas, every lawnmower, weed eater, and like 5 gallons in a jug. It was $275, and I was just like, man. The Lord was with me though, because every time I had to go to the store, I had to buy a little bit of this, a little bit of that to fix one thing or the next. And then I had everything I needed right when I needed it. And then finally they say, hey, we're going to send the load. It's real important. It's got to go to Tennessee. So the load got to Denton at 10:30 last night. It's noon on Tuesday. So Monday at 10:30, I get a load in Denton, Texas, and they say take it to Elkerton, Tennessee. A load of seats for cars. So I worked Sunday from 3 a.m. to about midnight, and then got up at 5 Monday and worked till about, I think I made it to the truck finally, because I met the locksmith at like 8:30. And then I tried to lay down, just close my eyes, but I couldn't fall asleep. And then the guy showed up at 10:30, traded out and everything like that. Drove all the way over here, delivered the load on time. I had 1 minute remaining on my drive. You can drive 11 hours in a day. I drove for 10 hours and 59 minutes to deliver the load. I mean, it was just like I was catching red light or green lights everywhere, and I mean, just the Lord was just with me, because I honored the Sabbath and everything, and I've been a part of that. There's a prayer deal. It's a group, and they talk about all kinds of stuff. But the guy has a gratitude list. He actually gets on his knees to pray, and then they talk about the Bible and stuff like that and everything. And I can't shut up for nothing, so I try to pitch in a little bit and where I can. But when I was at home this time, I caught myself doing the gratitude, actually getting on my knees to pray, like physically getting on my knees to pray. And yeah, and then seeing that, they're over here working and doing all this disaster relief. I ended up doing disaster relief at my own house. I didn't even know there was a disaster. I didn't even know there was a tree down, but there was. And I cut it up, went through it in the bird pile and everything. And God's real, real good. It's amazing. All right, Raquel, I'm out of time. Go get him.